Welcome to Wildcards. We are the D-Gens of crypto, where we talk about all things on the block. Enjoy.
Let's do this, fellas. Come on,
Hey,
now.
Stevie, who are we? Is this thing working?
This is. All
Can I
right,
get a
all right.
hunya?
Enough of those shenanigans right now, for crying out loud. What the hell is going on, people? You know what's going on. We know what's going on.
Wait, I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
What's going on is our boy Hemi keeps rugging. He keeps on disappearing out of the
Hey, there he is, Mr. Dreamy Eyes.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Here
Yeah,
we are.
you try to move out to the country to see some pretty sky, and then you get rugged all the time.
Oh, it starts already. See what happens? See what happens when we're half organized but not organized? Shit starts going bonkers early. So check it. Cobra, can I do this, or is Beto going to cut me off? What's good?
Do your thing, baby boy.
All right. So, it's Friday night, motherfuckers. You know what that means. Y'all are listening to Wild Cards. I don't know why, to be perfectly honest with you at this point, because this place gets crazy as shit. What is it? It's on Friday nights. It's the homies fucking chilling. That's right. Who are the wild cards? People have asked me this many a time, and I got to give them an answer. And I ain't lying, and y'all know I read this out of a notebook because I forgot D. Clay once, and shit ain't never been the same. So, we're going to run it back.
Hey, yo.
Yo, man, you know, it happened like 5 months ago, man. What am I going to do?
D. Clay.
Don't ever disrespect me like you just got jumped in the Vatos Locos, sir.
All right, so check it. We got Friday nights. It's wild cards. Who were wild cards? You got Hemi. You got Hecka, Cobra, D. Clay. You got Roy. You got Big Kahuna. You got Baba Booey. You got Beto. You got Taxi. And obviously you got the Cosmic Adonis.
The one and only.
It's just the
Zen Master himself.
That's what happens. The clouds part and we see the heavens. It's almost as meaningful as when this happens. So it's Friday night. It's wild cards. Who were wild cards? We're a bunch of crazy motherfuckers that kick it on the couch and Taxi blowing up my spot, reminding me that I'm sitting in the fucking basement in the corner of my house. Yes, that's
You got
true.
exposed.
Probably drinking 1% milk too, aren't you?
Hey, wait, what's wrong with 1%?
1%'s
okay.
I went like soy and Pert Plus. I'm mixing my shampoo and conditioner this week.
Damn.
Shit's going bananas. No, I didn't.
Damn.
No.
I wouldn't
Stepping it
do
up.
one of those.
Stepping it up a notch.
User error.
Listen, it's Friday. We talk about cheeky strickies. We talk about NFTs. We talk about cryptocurrency. We talk about stocks. We talk about my mom. We talk about Fart and Viva and their crazy life. We talk about mad shit. We talk about the size of Hecka's cojones. We talk about mad shit. We talk about me kicking Baba Booey out of here by accident, and y'all ain't never gonna let me live that shit fucking down.
I love you, Stevie. I love you.
I love you, Baba. You know that.
Yeah.
Roy,
Good,
remind him.
Baba Booey.
That's right.
Love it.
So, we've done mad shit up in here. We've had rap battles. We've talked about fucking and marrying and killing different projects. We talk about when D. Clay gives away 2K. We talk about mad shit. We've had guests on. Last week we had some guests. We had the Cardano Warriors up in the motherfucker last week.
Warriors come out and play. Warriors come out and play.
Yeah, that's right. ODB in the house. So, we get projects rolling through once in a while. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And to be honest, this is just me, not really. It's the wild cards. Like, we're trying to change it up a little bit to kind of get organized because sometimes disorganization means shenanigans. So, in the past, week, we threw up a what's it called? A Google form as an application for people who want to be a guest on the wild cards, and it's making shit a whole lot easier for the homies, especially Cobra and Kahuna, who end up doing all that shit on the background. So, yeah, we're going to have guests here and there. It's going to happen. We took a break for a hot minute, but we're going to be doing it again for so many fucking reasons. And one of the reasons is this. Wild Cards goes on a Friday night from 8 p.m. Eastern to like 9:30, and then we kill it because that part's recorded and we upload that to YouTube. We upload that to Spotify. After that, we start it all over again, uncut, unrecorded, extra sexy, extra funky. And we started doing that because we weren't having guests originally, right? And then when we did, we needed more time. So we added on that 8 o'clock time or that first hour. So, you know, we wanted to bring it back. So we brought it back to just us acting like fucking knuckleheads. You know what I mean? And having a bunch of fun. Swag mania. But, like, it's fun to have guests up in here. We don't just ask the regular questions when guests roll up in here. We ask some real questions. We ask mad stupid questions. I mean, shit. I asked the owner or the creator of Equine how he is at breeding because everybody's talking about breeding. I'm like, yo, you breeding, man? How many kids you got? They milky creams or smoky creams? What's good? So we bring it like that, and that's what it is. People say, like, why do you fucking do it? And I'll be honest with you. We have fun. It's about fun. If it ain't fun, I don't want to fucking be here. So, just saying, the sentiment sometimes sucks or it's great. Either fucking way, it's Friday night. We fucking kick it. I roll up like a pack of backwoods, like for real. And it's just time to laugh my tits off and rock it with my homies. Ain't that right?
Preach.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's what it is. I already set the room, reset the room. I'll set it and reset it again. It's Wild Cards. You know who it is. We got Hemi busting out mad promo flyers all over the place. So, yo, for real though, that dude is a fucking ninja out there. Like,
He's a beast.
An absolute.
Never disrespect me.
Absolute fucking beast. So shout out you, Hemi, for real. I don't know where do you have fucking time to do that shit, you know?
That's right. I said Hemi.
Shit, you guys. Let's doing it for the fam, man. It's having fun, right?
Balls to the wall.
That's what I'm talking about.
And can I ask you a question, Hemi?
I suppose it. What's up, brother?
It ain't no secret that my mom likes them Latinos, okay? And I met you face to face, and I didn't get that Latino vibe from you. But you showed me something in the DMs, a picture or a promo or a flyer, and I just want to know maybe a little background on that, if you could.
Could I? Yeah, it's amazing. Can I post it and pin it?
You got to ask my mom.
Post it. You gotta ask your mom.
Cards,
I didn't know.
bitches.
I didn't know what to do. I mean, I have some rhythm. I'm not totally white, but Cobra would probably say otherwise. But
Hemi got that Latino in him. We know it.
I've been training. You know, just in case whenever I do meet up with Cobra one day, that he's not going to totally downplay my moves. But yeah, no, the promo is pretty. I figured we'd add some other little spice. I got some other things in the works I'm thinking about too, but we'll see what happens. But that one.
Did my mom model for you? Is that that's what I really want to know?
Hey, you.
Well, I can't give out all my secrets. You know, I gotta keep it saucy a little bit. That's what the DMs are for. But you know, maybe another time, another place. Maybe after a couple of drinks. Maybe you never know.
We'll talk about that, and Lord knows about them DMs. Ain't that right? So So this week we ain't having a guest. We're still gonna do it the way we do it, though. We're gonna run to like 9:30 recorded. So I guess that means that, you know, it is what that is. And then we kill it. We start it again, and we get extra ugly for another hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe more. We see what happens. So with that being said, it's been an interesting handful of weeks in the world of cryptocurrency, which has been weird and shitty, in the world of NFTs and the whole social aspect of that, in the world of rugs, in the world of some projects blowing the fuck up. So, I mean, yo, I got that list. If you want me to jump in and ask a question about something, or if you want me to say like something to Hecka about being a boss, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a new boss in town. That's all I know. I don't know what's going on. What's good?
That's what I'm saying. You're bossing
I'm
right
here, bro.
there.
I'm
You're
here,
just
bro.
like
Show that
speaking
man
around him.
the respect he
here, bro.
deserves. Show that man the respect he deserves.
Can you hear me all right?
Oh,
My phone is already
dang.
fucking up, so just so you know. If I crash, it's just my shitty phone.
We
Yo, I'm
hear
right
you.
here, fool.
I
Everybody
spent
mute up.
all the
Mute up.
money
The
on
boss is
NFTs.
speaking.
Show that man
Hey,
the respect he
Roll out
deserves.
that red carpet. Roll it out.
He's got an old school flip phone, but he spent all his money on being the boss. He's on a
Scrimp
payphone
and
in
save.
Buffalo. Yeah.
So Hecka, why are we calling you the boss? You want to elaborate a little bit on all this big time?
Show that man the respect he deserves.
All right, my bad, dude. But I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I kind of forgot about it. I've just been chilling.
Yo, sick ass fool, dog.
Dang.
What?
Clay.
It be like
It's like,
that?
you know what?
Hey,
You
bro,
like
I lost
that?
400. Bro, I lost 408 in the morning, and I've been crying all morning, dog. This was the 50K ADA, and he forgot about
Like
it.
nothing. Like, I just forgot about it.
Homie
It's just
chilling.
another
That's
one.
boss. That's being a boss, man.
Yeah, I just dropped that fish. It's just conviction. Like I said, it was blue chip. Like when Swag was saying they can't get fudded, like if Swag's down too, then I'm down, So
Shout out to Swag Beat.
I like the fact that it's
Hey.
not even your PFP. Like that's the boss move right there.
yeah, there's a reason for that too. That
The
I'm
boss
not talking about
is
yet,
not
but
the boss is not cheapening itself and just being any ordinary PFP.
So like last week was the Ore mint. Shit went bonkers, right? Like again,
Bananas.
We already know. Like, okay, a handful of months ago, shit was going crazy with them anyways. Everybody was getting psyched for that mint. And then they held back for a second. They wanted to wait and regroup, make the shit right the right way. There might have been problems. I'm not sure if there was with their minting service or not. I really don't know. So during the time that they were waiting, dudes went gangster, didn't slow down with, I guess, what the best way to explain it would be pushing their brand. Not as much the quote-unquote project as much, but the project as a brand across all over the place. So then whitelist happens, shit starts flying, right? And then you have, the burner phone mob, which again, if y'all don't know, shit's bonkers. If you have a burner phone, you can't send it to somebody. You can't sell it because if you do, it's gone. It don't work. So
100% in royalties.
100% royalties. Buy. If I sold it to Cobra, nothing would happen. He wouldn't get it in his wallet unless I think you're allowed. If you have one, if you have like two wallets registered, I think you can send it between the two. But that's it. So then that burner phone squad came out and they minted their whitelist. Then the next day, 9 a.m, or I think it was the next day, but basically shit flew, and I think it was sold out a lot more quickly than I expected it to. I thought it might have taken a hot minute. It took, I don't even know, less than a day. So a bunch of people are whitelist, a bunch of people minted some good shit, a bunch of people minted some hotness, and then the mint was 252. Now a bunch of motherfuckers a handful of months ago were saying that was pricey. I'm gonna tell you something. I felt like that was pricey too a handful of months ago, but that's when it was worth a little bit different, right? So like it seemed more pricey, but I mean dollar value right now, ADA was a little cheaper. So I'm like, yo, shit, that's not a big deal. And now here we go, blasted up to, I forget what the floor was after the first day, might have been 8 or something like that, or after the second day, and then it's been falling back down, maybe bubbling between 5 and 6 or something like that today. And what else can I say before any of the homies want to jump in? Rarity has been a question because the team was like, nah, we're not rolling up with like CNFT tools type rarity. It's going to be part of the community's vote about different parts, whether it's about, I don't know, rarity, whether or faction or mob, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if that information's dropped. It might be dropping today, the actual rarity on Ore. I'm not sure.
It drops tomorrow, brother. They
All
sent
right.
they put something on the Discord, so it's going to be dropping tomorrow. And they're also going to mention some of the winners from the raffle.
we're also supposed to get a little more info on the mobs. They said they'd be revealing something, I think.
Well, you said mobs or moms?
Mobs.
I think you said moms.
It said inner workings
T
of the
Clay.
mobs, but
We know
they're
the
just talking
Clay.
about rarity.
Ruthie.
Got Ruthie
Yeah,
on the
Ruthie.
mind. Got
Oh,
Ruthie
God.
on the mind.
Little Ruthie on the mind. That's some crazy shit. So that's my mom's. So information is going to be coming out about the mobs. You got like floaters, you got all the different mobs, then you got the elites, and then you got the bosses, right? And so that's, I think, quite honestly, I think that's also, there's already been a shitload of volume. What, 3 million in 3 days or something like that. And then you have this dude named Hecka who has been loving. I'm gonna blow up your spot. I don't give a fuck. You can tell me to mute up, and I ain't gonna. As soon as Mint was going on and secondary was popping, Hecka was like, "Yo, I love the fucking Cardano core." You know that he was loving it. He was excited about it. We're on the Cardano blockchain. Fucking A. Almost every project that I have, if I can, I try to get a Cardano trait. Y'all know that's like my thing with any of the things I try to get, like Cardano eyes or whatever. So Cardano core with that blue gangsta Hecka went fucking balls to the whiz-all on that, and ended up, I don't know if it was what the trades or what the step up was, but dude dropped a fucking roll on the mob boss for the Cardano core.
Yeah, and it goes back further from the Mint too. I mean, as soon as I heard about the mobs and there was one called Cardano Corporation, I was like, all right, this is me. That's 100% me. And the logo being based off of Dragon Ball Z, I mean, come on.
Fucking A. I didn't realize that before Mint, when you knew about them, that you were already fucking setting them sights on that.
Yeah, I think it was a Twitter space or something, because I slept on Ore for a long time. Like, I always liked it, but I wasn't like excited, you know.
What caused the change in heart?
When they did the first Mint, and kind of everyone doubted them, and we went through the whole usual, like, a project kind of like has their tail between their legs and everyone's talking shit, versus like what they came back with, and just kind of discovering everything that went into the project was going on behind the scenes. Like, they really just delivered an insane project.
Just gangster.
And they delivered it really well. So, and I learned about the burner mob and all that shit. And yeah, it's just, they're really pros, man. They did a great job.
And they ain't slowed down either. Like, you know, pre-Mint, they were balls to the wall, right? Doing mad Twitter spaces, you know, for the past couple months, building that brand, being all over the place, not just working with NFTs or seeking. And I don't know. I think this is interesting about this project too, because we are in a time of like utility, token, play to earn, this, and that. And people are like, well, what's up with just having this project that's just a PFP project? There's 10,000. It's just a PFP project. It doesn't have real utility, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, if you take a step back, and I said the word brand like maybe 8,000 times already, right? Like, if you look at any of them, even the ones that don't have like some karate, kung fu, type shit on them, it's basically a fashion show. If it's not
a catwalk.
Like,
yeah, man, for real.
Exactly, brother. Speak on that,
brother. We were talking about it yesterday, bro, when we were on the phone. It's just like I just did a random collage, and I just put the background with like fading out, and I just put those 5 PFPs that I have just all scattered, and when I'm looking at it, it's like a catwalk, bro. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Absolutely, and I feel like it's not like necessarily centric to the NFT world. You know, like there's been times where I have to like where I'm showing somebody an NFT, and I kind of explain, well, it's an NFT and this and that. Okay, let me explain this. But like a lot of heads that I just show these images to, they don't ask what it is. They're like, "Yo, that's hot. Like, I want that. Like, can I?" So people who aren't necessarily blockchain centric or driven seem to really dig on that the artwork for the project. It's a whole culture of anime. It's a whole culture of mangas.
Yeah. It's very urban.
It's been on the
too.
come up. Very urban, very like graffiti style, like
yeah, brother.
And like you bring it back to like Akira or Akira or whatever you motherfuckers call it. Like
Hell
that old
yeah.
school, grimy, gritty in the city, like dirty but clean, like
Yeah, man.
word.
And they have some freaking phenomenal intricate pieces, but the cleanest ones, the simple ones, bro, that's the one I relate to the most. Like for real, I'm literally looking for something like basically nothing, just clean, and that
I
might be
got you,
my
Cobra.
long
I got
term.
you.
I know you got me, bro, but I'm just looking for a different skin color. I want something more relatable to this Latino. You know what I'm saying, brother?
I hear you. SPF 100 does pretty good though.
I have always loved Latinos.
Baba,
Those
you
clean
rocking that
ones are
100, bro?
clean ones are such a good
Well,
play, man. The prices that people are paying for the masks and the elites and stuff right now, I think versus just picking up a really nice looking one on the floor long term, I think it's going to pay off really well.
100, brother.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm always hunting. There's like that certain grin I like. I don't know what it's called, but it's like this like evil looking grin. And on day one of Mint, I saw one. I'm like, word. And I put a stupid bid in just because I didn't know exactly what was popping. I'm like, I lowballed by like 20 ADA. And an hour later, it was gone. And now, obviously, those grins aren't cheap. But still,
That's that
again,
Stevie grin.
that's why I got that devilish grin and that handsome face, as some people would say, So, or beautiful face. I take that back.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
yeah, who's saying that?
I saw that.
They
I
said you
heard
should
it.
get a mask. Is that what they said? Is that what you're saying? You should get a mask? Is that what they're saying?
I do need a mask too, just for those off days, where my beard's extra grimy.
There's no beards; they're all clean shaven, right?
That was a concern. That's my only concern, to be honest with you. Like, I was wondering if I holler at dude, be like, "Yo, can I get like more of like a one-off of like, can I get some facial hair on that shit?"
Like a big old mutton chops. I can see Steve rocking some mutton chops.
Yo, don't hate. I got
Next,
Elvis in my
second
bro,
edition.
I know, dude. In the '90s, you were rocking big fat old chops. Yeah. Oh.
So, while we're talking about Ore, Cobra just talked about a bunch of his. Who else on this lineup want to talk about any their either feeling about how Ore went, where it's going, what they got, what traits their bigness is, what's good?
Oh, just about like Hecka with the C Corp. I like wanted to tweet out like a thanks to Hecka, and he was like pissed. He's like, "I'm not done shopping yet. Take that shit down." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Before he was even the boss, so I already felt those boss vibes pretty early. But yeah,
Not messing around, man.
I hear you. It worked out. I'm still searching for a TV head and a festival skeleton, but
damn,
yeah,
TV head gangster.
Yeah,
and also sick.
I think we use like the TV head too for promo too. It'd be kind of dope to like make that TV like an animated GIF over the TV head. It'd be freaking
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba always thinking.
Baba Booey.
Baba's on it.
Hey, Hemi, simmer down with that sick ass PFP, my boy. What's up with that, dog? What was the inspiration behind you getting that
the Afro one? Tell us why.
Afro, bro. Well, say I'm already a blondie, so I do have blonde moments at times. But if I ever wanted to grow it out, I gotta aspire to be something big. So might as well go with the fro, bro.
That's right.
I heard DeClay used to have one, but then it was just a rumor, and I read him in real life, and bro didn't have no fro, bro.
I'm too handsome like this. Like, imagine if I had an afro, that should be fucking wild, bro. Lord,
bro, that'd be sick, bro. You should do it. Let's do it together. Fuck it, let's go. Come on, DeClay.
Yeah, do it out. Throw it out, both of you.
He's not ready, dog. We'll be looking
like no shave November, dude. Go fro November instead of no shave November.
Go fro. Let's do it.
You said you were a blondie in real life, but you got no hairs.
I did at one time.
You got to post a pic of you with some.
Nah, I don't think y'all are ready for that.
Nah, we should do that.
Yeah, I want to sit down with some locks.
I don't know if the world's ready for that.
Let's do that one week. Everyone get like the baby picture thing and see if everyone can identify it.
Hey guys,
I feel like Big Kahuna with the crickets. Crickets.
Kahuna. Hey, can you guys hear me? Is this shit on?
Oh wait, yeah, we can hear you, DK.
Nah. Hey, so for me, in my experience, bro, it was crazy because I didn't even register the list. I mean, the wallet or anything for the whitelist, and I didn't mint. But got the homie Reddick down there. So that fool managed to hook me up so I could mint one, and I minted a fire one that I it's not the PFP, the one that I have right now, but I have it on the side, which is the one that my wife actually, she is gonna open a Twitter account and she plans on using that as a PFP. Like she felt in love with it. It's the one with the neon pink helmet. That shit goes hard. But
Get me moved around.
excuse me. Actually, the one that I have right now is my PFP. I bought that one on secondary, bro, and it was crazy because it was actually better, more higher rank. You know, like there was a lot of good deals at that time for like 800, and I bought this one for 777, which is crazy because it was one of those things where like I didn't even care about the rarity, like I didn't care what it was. I just saw the JPEG, and I was like, yo, that shit's got to be mine, and I did, bro, and it was a good decision. But I think people underestimate Ore. I think most people think that they got here like 3 months ago. And I don't think people realize that they've been working on this for a minute. They got a real community. So I think that it's one of the best things that could happen to Cardano for them to actually come to Cardano.
D. Clay, I got a question. I've been wondering this question. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, though?
I'm letting you know, the homie Roy's down there, bro. So if you disrespect me, dog, he's going to hit you up right now, bro. So go ahead, though, bro.
Don't ever disrespect me like you just got jumped in the Vatos Locos, sir.
Well, go ahead,
okay,
bro.
Listen. No, for real, like I do have a real question, and I don't mean to be pulling a D. Clay and introducing a question by asking 10 questions about my question. But you just said that, to be honest, you just said your wife just got one, right? Now, and she's getting a Twitter and all that. So has she been an NFT collector before? Does she have any other ones? Why the hell did she say, D. Clay, I really want one of those? Or how did that go?
D. Clay. So she's been with me. I mean, so she's seen the whole journey, from day one, from minting clays and everything. And of course, she lets me do my own thing, and she knows I'm very involved in the community and everything. She pretty much knows everything from she knows almost everybody, what I do, everything, but she doesn't interact with anybody, right? But the crazy thing is that when she saw what I minted, the other one, the pink one, she was like, you know what, that's the one that I want to rock as a PFP. Like, I need to open the Twitter, I need to get involved in this. And I think what it was with her, bro, is that it's, everybody's different, but it's hard, bro. Like, she was just telling me, after seeing this, it's really hard for me to even like something else or even feel like the quality is there. And I'm just being honest. That was her, that was her own words. It wasn't me. I'm still.
It's very relatable. It's very relatable. That's the thing, man.
But you know what?
100%.
It just looks dope. She was just telling me, how come people don't do shit like this? How come people never do this? But again, she's got her things, but I'll tell you what, bro. Well, that's a touchy subject right now, but I'm gonna say this right now, bro. My wife actually really liked Mallet orders, bro. When they first came out. Nah, bro.
Blocked.
The thing, right?
Declare your block, bro.
Bro, the thing is,
I don't know, man. My homies don't.
No. The thing is this, bro. Everybody's different, right? Everybody's got different tastes. But I'm saying is, seeing it from her point of view, who's someone who's not really involved in the community, she takes different, approaches to different, I guess, things that I meant. Usually, bro, she'll tell me, nah, don't mean this one, don't mean that, don't mean this, bro. And this one, it was one of those things that I never heard her say that. She was like, you know what, I need that as a PFP. If I do open a Twitter, when I do open my Twitter, it's gonna be that as my PFP. So I can rock that shit as my PFP, bro. But the champ is here. Kick that over, bro.
That's hot.
Yeah,
you make
sick.
a very good point that she holds that she's going to hold everything else to that standard, right? So it's I got a block owl back last year in 2021, and anything that comes out that's 3D, I have a standard that I try to hold it to. I'm like, dude, if you haven't seen the 3D animation on this, how can you 3D animate anything else and think it's on the same level? And same thing for this Ore is anything kind of in this genre that drops here after forward looking on, we're going to have a standard to hold it to. And people will, they'll vote with their wallets, I guess, right?
Yeah, I must say, this has really been a project for myself. I've really, I don't know, I had second thoughts when they backed out, but bro, when that came, man, I was excited about it, and I haven't really been excited about a project like that in a while. But I do love the art, and man, the mask though, bro, mask.
Mask goes so hard, bro. Yeah, I'm lucky Ginky put me on to Ore back in 2021. I minted an OG card in January. So, yeah, they're not a new group, man. Ore's art is legendary, and, he's been doing this. If y'all seen any of the music videos he did, dude, it's so nuts, man. So, yeah, it's a brand. It's not a PFP.
Yeah, 100%. I want OGs, too.
Yeah, I like your OG, brother. young Ada. I dig that.
Yeah, I looked up somebody. I think Ron. I think maybe it was Ron because he has the one that I originally minted. I originally minted one with a brown background and like it's like chin down, and the dude has like scars across his neck from where he's had his throat slit. But he traded me. I got a trade like day after mint for that purple one. Purple was my favorite color, so I felt it was very serendipitous. And the dude's rocking some blue Jordans, so I'm like, man, that's hot.
Nice. That was probably the biggest word anyone's used on this space, serendipitous. So, well done.
Yeah, shout out to knowing that word and actually knowing how to use it, right?
The homie Inky Johnson, bro.
Yep, triple word score right there.
Shit.
Oh, I'm dyslexic.
Hey.
I couldn't spell that shit with a gun pointed to my head, bro. I'd be fucking dead.
Patos locos forever. Patos locos forever.
That's some wildcat shit right there.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, check my PFP though, bro. To me, this shit ain't hard, bro. Think about it, bro.
On to the next one.
I got a question. I got a question regarding your PFP and that some other shit, right? So, and this is an open question because I really don't know, and I'm guessing. So, D Clay, your homeboy, added some shading to your Ore, right? Right. I know that. Now, the next question is, well, besides the fact that it looks dope, when you have an Ore in your wallet, like you open up the JPEG store, right? You look at yours, and underneath the big picture, there's two. There's the one you're looking at, and then there's like one with like a question mark or whatever in there. And I believe it's because they're partnership with like that casing company. So again, I believe, I'm not 100 on this, that every Ore PFP is the one that you get, but also at some point down the line, you also get that encased one, etc. So I guess my question for you, D Clay, is do you know about that? And I also heard that there might be some sort of upgrade in coloring or shading or something when those cases happen. But again, I don't know.
Ooh, you with the alpha.
Yeah, bro, I heard that it is gonna happen. It's gonna happen on the line. I believe everyone's gonna get theirs the same way. But again, dog, like I don't know, I think it's one of those things where you just want to get it before everybody else, bro. Kind of being bougie. But no, it happened, bro. You know the homie Reddick, shout out to homie Reddick. Reddick's been on over for like dogs. This motherfucker's been on
Give him a reach around.
From day one, bro. Like this has been on that shit for like months on top of months, bro. And it was just like he went all in, bro. And he's the one that he's like, yo, bro, we're gonna get this done. And that fool's about it, bro. So that shit looks fresh.
Yo,
shout out to Reddick, the mini.
And shout out that show that Reddick do on that day of the week.
Yep.
Shout out to Wallet Wednesday, every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't miss out. Wallet Wednesday. Your favorite project is always there. Don't miss out.
Sorry, Roy was just trying to not let me, pump up, my homeboy show a little bit. You know how he does that. You know how he does.
The champ is here. Pocket money holder Miraculous. There it is.
No, but here's the real alpha and the speculation there is, right? Like we all know we're all going to know we're going to get our PFPs encased. They already said they got 2 projects lined up. They're going to get their images encased. So who is it going to be? Is it going to be a Kong, a Ape, a Clay? Who are we going to see inside of one of these cases?
Oh, wait, I like the idea. The IDs are open. Like it's going to evolve with the mobs and stuff like that. That's what I want to talk about.
Oh, Bob, I want to hit that next, but a quick question for young Ada. You just said something that
I haven't heard this either.
They partnered up with what'd you say or what you know and
So they've got it. They've got it on. Like if you go back through announcements somewhere, it says that they've already spoke to 2 other projects. Obviously, I would say on Cardano that are looking to incorporate that case. So
now
it's like
obviously Cardano. What about any cross-chain shit? You never know these days. I don't know.
Well, that's fair, but I would imagine being as I don't want to say brand loyal as they have been, but they built on Cardano. They made that choice. So it's like if they're going to put someone on, I would think that partnership would be somebody on the same blockchain. I could be wrong, but they've obviously put whoever this 2 because it says 2 whoever these two projects are have probably had to go through a long vetting process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want to, as a brand, as having an illustrator, right? So many people are like, oh, he's a fucking illustrator, man. You don't understand. Like, there's a difference. It's like talking to somebody that paints in a museum versus somebody that sketched something for your kids' fucking drawing class. There's a difference. So with that being case, in Roe and all the team, I'm imagining those two projects have had to go through something, and I'm excited to see who, and I'm excited to see whose floor does what when that kind of an image hits one of these 3D cases, because the 3D cases are next level. I mean, go back and look at the OG stuff. It's right on.
The OGs in the cases. Now, it's interesting you even just say that, because the OGs are gangster. Now, take them out of the cases, they're still gangster. But they look very, obviously same style and vibes as the PFP project. So it's really going to be interesting to see how that, and like Baba said with the open policy, like how the PFP project is going to change with the cases, and how any other project. I know back in the day, like in last September or October, right? Like a year ago, September minted Adapunks, and like having fun. I'm so excited about Adapunks. And like I was DMing with my homeboy Fauna, and like at one point he made me like a 3D Adapunks from my favorite one. I'm like, word, that's gangsta. And then I don't know if it might have been Cobra who got his encased. Was it you, Cobra?
Yeah, I got mine encased too.
Okay.
I think it was swag too, bro.
Yeah, real quick. I pinned up at the top. I went to the Discord and found the post he was talking about and pinned it up at the top. So check it out. Yeah.
She fired with that tight hoodie on.
Yo,
hey, who Fart? Have you guys seen? Yo, look at that shit up there, Fart, bro. Straight flexing on you fools.
But you know what? The shading does give it a different feel. But without the shading, bro, I'm fucking fine with it, bro. It's fire.
100.
It's fire.
Yo, my PFP is again like a floater, and you're like, okay, so it's not part of a gang and all that, but shit, there's a whole variety of like craziness that are considered floaters. You know what I mean? Like
craziness, bro.
So what do we know, or what does somebody know about floaters and what's going to happen with them in regard to gangs? Anybody?
Hey, bro, there's a Florida gang right here, bro. Don't ever question us ever again, bro. We run this. I'm letting you fools know right now. You have 12, 11. How many mobs you got, bro? It don't matter. We are the majority, bro. We are the majority.
Don't ever disrespect me like you just. Don't ever disrespect me like you just got jumped in the Vatos Locos.
Forever, dog.
I know the team is consulting the bosses a lot on this topic on the way forward.
Bro, they keep consulting me, bro. Relax. What you mean, dog?
Show that man the respect he deserves.
Say hello.
But that's all I know.
Friend.
Does D-Clay have FOMO, yo?
Bro, I'm about to be I'm the JPEG boss, bro.
D-Clay. Homie said the JPEG boss. Damn.
An influencer. He is quite the influencer, I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro. Let the homie Blake hear you, bro. He's like, you know what, D-Clay? That's right, bro.
I heard D-Clay's wife's coming to take over Wild Wednesday. That's what I heard.
An influencer.
Hey, bro, why not? Think about it. Wild Wednesday for women. Cheers!
An influencer.
Crickets.
So, yo,
damn, Baba.
Couple things, Baba. You were mentioning open policy and something else that's going to happen. What were you saying?
Well, that was the idea, like the floater mobs and other things like that. Like, so it's not they could change. Like, yeah, that's kind of what Hecka said. So I think it'll evolve, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, that's like huge. Could be.
So there's ones that are like, yeah, the fire floaters could. I don't know how it's going to work, but they could easily become part of, a different mob, or who knows, maybe a new mob's formed. I mean, I kind of like that. It makes it, in a way, it's kind of like a game in a little bit. I mean, I'm not as much on anime as the Boss Man, but I like the idea that it's not kind of done yet, because I found a bunch of them that are incredible. Then you're like, oh, they're not in a mob, and them not being in a mob, I feel makes them not as good, but I don't know why I feel that way. But I
I don't know, man. I'm repping the Floater Gang, not my PFP, but the one I
Oh,
put
yeah,
on top, brother. That is a bell. There's only 16 of those beautiful bells. Black and
I
white,
try to get
black
that.
or
I try to
red.
get that yellow bell, man.
La 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 la.
Transaction failed. Ugh.
Okay, Fart. We got you with your la la las. You have a crazy hoodie. You know Beto's gonna be mad jealous of that hoodie. Dude's been on the hoodie hunt for a hot minute. So you just put yourself on blast by posting that because now you know what happens when Beto wants something. You know what I'm saying? And them tight hoodies are fucking dope. I don't have one. Wish I did. Shopping. Still can't afford one of them motherfuckers. Those hotness.
See, I don't love
Swag has it too. He has a crazy one.
Oh, he does have one?
I saw him post one
with
today.
a sword.
Yeah, I saw him post one today.
Swag Mania.
Cash just bought another one like 5 minutes ago.
With a get well.
Swag Mania.
Man, Cash want to buy them all, bro. You got to talk to Cash, man.
Cash is going crazy on the hoodies.
I like hoodies in real life, but I don't like those. I don't know. I don't like those. Crickets.
Like what you said, brother?
So where else we at? What else? What else? Talk to me about this.
Hey, yo, can we talk about something else though?
Well,
it's already been 47 minutes, bro, and I think we gotta move on to something else. I just got a little. No, it's cool. It's just that I'm like, bro, we've been talking for 45 minutes, bro. It's supposed to be your smoke. I don't know. I just don't know everybody that's listening wants to.
Yeah, I don't say this very often. I don't say this very often, but I agree. I agree with D Clay.
Don't have to disrespect me like you just got jumped in the Vatos Locos.
On to the next one.
Oh, damn.
Shit. You heard it.
On to the next one. What we got?
You talking to me? You talking to me?
How do we feel? Hey, how do we feel about the Husky NFT cash grab being sold out already? And it's like so many. It's like 370,000 NFTs, but they sold out, bro.
Hey, what's that wallet distribution? That's amazing.
Is it? Let me check right now.
420,000 NFTs. They're already on JPEG Store for 10 ADA. What happens when like they're gone, man? Like you're gonna see that go from 10 to 15, 15 to 20. I mean, I don't know.
They just sold out, bro.
It's just weird, bro.
They sold out.
It's so wild.
Hey, Ada.
It's like
they
sold out
today, bro.
The biggest community of all. If you just
you also have Huskies doing that run.
So what's the distribution?
But I thought they were supposed to grow. I mean, the wallet distribution's not like crazy. I'm just saying, like, as far as like
it's 18K,
the amount
bro.
of holders is insane.
It's pretty good.
But the thing is, and then you could also stake it, right? You could also stake them eventually, and you can get Husky. And regardless, bro, like to me, if we do think Cardano's ever gonna make it, which you gotta do, right? And here is there's no way Husky's not making it, bro. Like there's no way, bro. Down the line, Husky's not gonna increase in price. And I think that we all been here, bro. Like I remember back in the day when this shit first came out, Husky. And I remember there was people out here trading X amount of Husky for a space bud. And some people got away with it. And then, down the line, people are like, you know what? It's too much. Supply is too big. Now, fast forward a year later, this shit is, it's been pumping and they sold out. Like, what's going to happen a year from now?
Yeah, my homie Bone Pool, he runs his stake pool, Bone Pool. So look at that ticker. And if you stake with him, you get Husky every epoch. And if you got Huskies in your wallet, you get bonuses. So that's hot. Yeah, say Husky ain't worth nothing, but you could mint goats with it. That last goat mint, you could send in like I think it was like 90 million Husky or something like that, and get one of the new goats. I mean, that gives it some kind of value, right?
Hey, where do you stake that?
Bone Pool.
There's a lot of trait-specific pools, too. I don't know if Bone Pool is one of the rogue pools, but I'm staked to one of those, and I've got all the peach Huskies and staked to Vegas, and he does like double.
Damn, Hecka Whiting, bro. This was straight. Y'all sleeping on Hecka, bro. You want to follow Charles, but y'all don't follow Hecka?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hecka got some bags, bro. He got some bags.
Hecka. Show that man the respect he deserves.
Hey, but yeah, so what's the take on that, guys? If not, we can move on to the next one. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think it's nice. On to the next one.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm surprised, but it's interesting because, like you said, the supply of the what's it called? The Hosky whatever grab, shitloads of them. And like a few days ago, I heard like 10,000 left or something like that. And it's funny because you got all these projects that are 10,000, and then this Hosky one's got like shitloads, and it was a big deal that they only had 10,000 left. You know what I'm saying? It's cool that it does have utility and you can stake that shit, though. I didn't realize that. There's a lot of places you can start staking a lot of random shit, too. Between fucking Ape Society, you can stake basically, I don't even know, but you can stake mad shit in your frames in your cabins. You can stake mad different shit at Mutant Labs with Mutant Crocs, mice, and all that. You can stake like 5 or 6 at least different Cardano NFTs. One of them, the Clapes, or the clay apes, that's the only one on that site that you can stake and get ADA for. All the other ones you're staking and you're locking in and getting that like their native token. Like you can stake your flamingos and get Mingo. You can stake your mutants and get mutants. But you stake your clapes and you actually get ADA. I don't know if y'all know that.
Interesting. That's a fun fact.
That is interesting. I wonder if that's a security issue.
Yeah,
What's
absolutely.
That?
Yeah, security issue. Because like you can't, like I'm not sure if you can like, but like I mean like you can't pay out in like ADA maybe, but I mean like so what about the other tokens? Are those fine because it's different than ADA?
I have no idea, dude. That's why I'm always like, am I making a smart play or a dumb play by getting any of these tokens? Is the tax man in a couple of years going to be knocking on my door talking about oh, well, you're a Hosky billionaire. You owe us $20,000. And I'm like, Hosky's zero, motherfucker. He always promised zero.
He lied to us.
The way I always go about it is, do they have a legal counsel? And so I don't do a lot of NFT staking. I don't really like it. But I see projects that do have like good legal counsel and do their job seriously who do staking. So that makes me feel a little better about it.
Yeah, what about paying out in ADA versus other coins? Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea about that. Yeah, I've only seen people who pay out in their own token.
Okay.
So
I've seen like a lot of people stop paying out in ADA. Like I've seen like projects like initially pay out in ADA and then they would change it or something. What up, Biffins? Put that hand down. What's good?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you guys are talking about that. I talked to a few project devs on the back end. Don't be surprised when you see projects pulling out of staking programs because there's a genuine concern, ADA or native currency, that it is a security. Like anything that has to do with paying a value to somebody, paying royalties, getting some sort of intrinsic value from staking is a security concern.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to be left like the bag and going to, when they do make a decision, be made an example of. So yeah, I think that's why people are waiting for somebody else to kind of take it across the face.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people gave Chilled Kong shit a couple weeks ago when they pulled out of the Ape Society staking. But realistically, if they don't know the sentiment from their stuff, it's a smart move. Like if you want to be pissed at them, cool, be pissed. But in a year's time, we'll see what regulation is.
Yeah, I thought it was a good move.
Yeah, like if you don't know and you don't know enough about the coin, like I mean, that's the best case you could do to remove yourself.
Right, especially I'm not getting into the docs versus non-docs, but like if it's a legal thing and you don't know who they are, like it's kind of a little secretive. I don't know. It makes it a little riskier with any legal entity stuff.
Yeah, I just think people should just be more open-minded that teams are looking out for the best interest. There's a lot of top teams on multiple chains that I've talked to behind the scenes that have said they're completely avoiding any form of staking just for that concern. Like whether it's partnering with somebody else or doing their own, just because they're like, we don't know, we might as well not fuck ourselves because we don't know.
But I do think like people should be working together. Like I don't know how it works, and there probably is some work in the back ends, but it's like a shared problem across projects. So I think that, I mean, going at it alone, it would be great if some of the bigger projects just work together. I mean, I don't know, because someone's going to end up, they're going to come after somebody, and it could bring a lot more projects down. So I don't, that might be not the sexiest collaboration, but kind of some sort of group that's looking to move that forward in some way.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we should really push forward, because a lot of people are against regulation and stuff, but Realistically, whether you hate regulation or not, it's going to come. And whether you hate talking to lawyers or not, it's ideal if you plan to be a brand that expands. So for me, if you plan to be here more than the next year, it's in your best interest to not only have regulation possibilities in mind, but also be talking to lawyers. The way I'm going about things and the way I recommend to people is don't do anything you can't reverse. And now you're screwed if regulation does come. You can always, worst case, if you really want to do a token or something else, you can always do that literally any time down the road. Once we have more clarity, once you put out a token, it's out there. You can't reverse that. So and that's what I've been recommended from lawyers too. Just don't do anything that you literally cannot retrace back from. So I think if more people kind of adopt that mindset and think like, okay, like what's the smartest way to move if I'm trying to be here for 2+ years, I think that'll be good for everybody.
Now, I assume, like as certain projects are making dough, because there are certain projects that obviously are making bank, whether it's from their mint or whether it's from secondary and all that shit, I'm assuming a lot of these bigger ones are getting legal counsel and hiring the appropriate team of advisors and all that to do it the right way, especially these ones that are getting enormous and encompassing all these other projects.
You would be surprised how many people are not doing that. I know many people that don't even have a bank account set up in the business. Like we have a Chase Bank through Bitfins, and I know a couple other projects doing that, but there's a lot of projects that don't even have a bank account set up. They're keeping their personal wallets and the royalty wallets mixed. And that's not a shot at JPEG. Like pretty much a lot of people are doing that. Like you're not noticing it. We're in such a new thing. A lot of people don't even know what to do. And they think that, they can avoid taxes and stuff. If you're in the US, especially, like at some point they'll ask you like where the money came from that hit your bank account and the crypto and stuff. And they will audit you if they have questions. And if you're a brand and you get audited and they realize you didn't report your stuff, you're going to be in some deep shit. And it's not just going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your rest of your team, your holders. If you get audited and you've got like financial issues as a brand, because you can't grow if you're getting fined and sued by the government. So there's a lot of like dynamics to it you got to think about. But yeah, you'd be surprised how many people actually are just saying, screw it, we're just going to do what we need to do. And we're not even thinking about spending money on lawyers and stuff.
Are some projects like thinking like we'll just like go forward, do whatever we have to do, and then when the regulation comes and hits, then we pivot and change? But like, won't you still get like looked at from your previous actions?
Yeah, so the way a lot of people are approaching it and everything, they're saying like, let's just push everything rapid, and if we get big enough, we'll ask for forgiveness. The thing with the SEC is if they come after you, find out your security, and fine you, not only will you be fined as a security for something you even did like 4 or 5 years ago, they will require you to file as a security. And once you file as a security, you virtually cannot sell any other tokens to non-accredited investors.
Sheesh. And you're saying like within like the next year, because we all know regulation will be coming soon. So like, yeah, that's like something to think of for the near future.
Yeah. It's like, it could take like a year or two, but the way they're trying to rapidize stuff, I could see even stuff starting to come out in the next 4 to 6 months. It just depends. It's, obviously like a project's going to do what they want to do, and it's such a gray area that you don't know right now. For me personally, if you want to be here for a few years, it's smart to just figure out the right way to tiptoe without screwing yourself down the line if something does come up.
Yeah, I agree with that approach.
I just want to say that I like exactly what he says in that regards. Is too many times I come in these spaces and I hear people calling themselves investors, and you're going to friggin' regret saying that come down the road. Something gets called a security, etc. I am not an investor. I am a stupid JPEG buyer. I do it recklessly and with ill intent.
and I expect it all to go to zero. And I'm doing that in a recorded space for all
We
the
just like
training.
the art.
What the fuck is a degen?
And this is financial advice.
Yo,
Yeah, not financial advice.
I just seen Chronic as a speaker, and I gotta say something. I heard Chronic speak in like a handful, 3 handfuls of spaces in the past couple weeks, all different chains. But I'll tell you the best part about when I hear Chronic in different spaces, when people like yell Chronic when he grabs the mic. I heard, I don't know if it was D Clay or somebody else the other day. I'm listening, and like you hear Chronic about to speak, and someone yells Chronic. Chronic. What? Chronic.
What's up, guys? Y'all making me blood. How
What's
y'all
up,
doing?
brother?
Happy Friday. Yo.
What up, brother?
Chilling.
What up, Chronic?
Chilling. Hey, y'all. Pleasure being here. Tyler, it didn't stop XRP from growing during this lawsuit, bro. They still getting bank at the bank at the bank.
Yeah, but that's different. Your favorite NFT project.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
Your favorite NFT project has maybe a couple $100 grand,
that, bro. And I don't even own any
XRP's
money.
got hundreds of millions of dollars.
I know. I just had to say it.
Hundreds and hundreds.
But, you know, I hear you. But, like, I think the Ape Society does have legal counsel, and I'm pretty positive they do. They mentioned it today. So hopefully, I don't care. Yeah. So that's what's up. I just hope they do, and I believe they do. And if it is a security and shit like that, I got to pay taxes, right? I mean, unless it's a security or commodity, it depends on what they do. What is it, a digital asset? So we'll figure out what they do. But I mean, we're all saying it's a little check mark on top of your taxes. So yeah, I'm a collector. You know, I'm definitely not investing in those monkeys, man. Who does that? But yeah, I don't know, man. I think the people that are up top right now, they're seeking counsel, right? I think Clay's are as well. Ape Society was on record today saying it, or yesterday saying it. So, you know, I hope Kongs, I'm going to ask them, they consult their lawyers to look at the paperwork that Ape Society did, because, it didn't hurt my feelings that they took them off the staking, but it kind of put some more Kongs on the floor. No matter how you look at it, it's generating passive income to its holders, and just like any other passive income play, you gotta report that as earned income, right? So if you're doing your shit proper and you're getting shit free, really, what's the issue? I don't understand. So they're giving me $3,000 USD a month. It's just like me having 3 rental properties, right? What's the difference of me putting that as earned income on my taxes? Is that it's just hopefully, your business has expenses that can offset them gains and such. So, I don't understand this issue really when it comes to people. I guess it's the average person that's just trying to come in and out. Next thing you know, they're going to get a tax bill for, they're like that. That's what we're talking about. Well, guess what? Don't we all need to get fucking slapped in the, in the face with something silly?
For you, I think that's how it is. And I think you're right. But I think for the people who offer the token, it's a different story. And I think if I was Ape Society guys, I'd be trying to find a good lawyer right now too.
Well, I think they got them all. I think they have everything. That's what I was thinking before. Like Ponzi and them, Ponzi and them have like they do Web 2 startup business. I don't need to see their face. You know what I mean? And I believe everything they say.
For you, that's just income. Right, I think, but for them, there's more implications.
Right, but what if they had? Again, I don't know. What if they have everything set up to par? You know what I mean? With all legal documentation, blah blah blah, everything that needs to be done. Like, what, you know what I mean? Is there an issue, or for the projects that don't have this set up?
Well, so here's the issue, Chronic. It's not on the people buying. It's the repercussions on the entity.
No, I get that. I'm talking about the 3 founders. I understand this.
Yeah. So what happens if
they
to do with the
set up?
individual investors?
No. I get that. So pretend they're going after the Ape Society and that's going to take them down to 0, and then the Rug Project, right? So like, if they have all legal set up, if they have everything set up from this lawyer, tax lawyer, this lawyer, you know what I mean? Like, what's the problem? If they have all legal structures set up,
the problem is the post-ICO craze from 2017. The government is very targeting on stuff. So legal counsel I've gotten, and this is from like 7 different projects with different lawyers, and from me talking to 2 to 3 different lawyers. The consensus is if you drop a coin, it has to start as it has to have a utility out the gate. Not like buying something, but you actively have to be using it for something. 2, you should not have it registered under yourself if you are a US based entity. So if you or any of your founders on your team are in the US, doxed or undoxed, doesn't matter. They can track that. Then you cannot have that coin connected to you, or you did an illegal ICO in some capacity, either if you did it through an ISPO or an ICO cell. It doesn't matter. The government kind of looks at both of those the same right now. So you'd have to have your coin set up through an alternative entity that's offshore, not in the United States, and it cannot be connected to your brand. It's just that you're using, quote unquote, that token. So those are 2 main caveats. And even then, some of the people that I've talked to that have issued coins, they said, yeah, this could also come back and bite us in 2 years, because they could say, fuck it. We don't care. We don't want people using coins. You're selling NFTs, but the coins make it elevated. So even if you have that offshore identity, even if you have all your legal in place, you are still at risk for this stuff. That's the major issue right now, because we're in such a gray area.
I'll just, do my due diligence, and a couple years later, I'll just worry about it. You feel me?
Well, I don't want nobody to think that I'm saying that somebody's doing something wrong by doing it. I'm just saying me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cautious for my own personal reasons. You are very business savvy, and you know that X amount of money needs to be set aside so that you can, like, you're doing everything the right way. But that's not everybody. Some people aren't going to know it until it bites them in the ass real hard.
That's true. Check this out. I totally agree. Some people aren't going to bite you, or aren't going to know until it bites them in the ass, or they're not going to bite you until you something. I don't know. But I felt the same thing, and I'll tell you something. I agree with Chronic. It resonates with me, everything you said, because every year now, I'm getting on in my years. Every year, I do my taxes like a motherfucker all over the place, okay? And it sucks. It does. And this hits me because I was just talking to Cobra the other day on the phone. Like 5 years ago, I was hustling other collectibles. My father, who was born in 45, collected a whole bunch of comics when he was a kid. So about like 5-10 years ago, I started hustling that shit like it was crack. And I made a boatload of dough, all of which went to my father for his surgeries, motherfuckers. So don't come at me like, yo, Stevie, what'd you buy with that shit? I ain't bought shit. The other way, I got fucked for that because I gave my dad a mad bankroll from all these sales of his comic books when he was a kid, right? And I did my taxes right. I ran the business right as an entity, et cetera, et cetera. Motherfuckers. I am a humble school teacher, and this shit threw me up into a bracket. And because of how it was sold and this, and that, I had to pay, I forget what it was, small business tax and small business insurance, and all these other shits hit me. And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid, but I paid tens of thousands of motherfucking dollars. I was semi-prepared. During that time, I was on the side hustle and making sure I was stacking a couple bucks. I was not prepared for the magnitude, but I was stacking something. So I think it was Young Ada just said, like Chronic is preparing and for that. And, over time, always putting that little side stack over. And in case anybody doesn't do that and you think about, oh, shit, I do make a lot of moves and shit's online or connected to my Coinbase or whatever, and losses and gains and blase blahs, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It would behoove you to put a couple bucks, just like this is not financial advice. I DCA into a whole bunch of random coins here and there every couple weeks, $50 here and there, whatever. Grab a couple things, But the same thing, I throw $50 here and there into a random account of cash of US dollar, whatever, bank shit. So come tax time, I might not be totally ready, or I might be fine. But just in case, I have a little side stack, because we've all made something potentially. We've lost shit because the value of ADA is down. So if you bought something at a certain amount and you sell it for this, and that, there's all this math with loss or gain. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to put a couple dollars on the side for when April or whatever rolls around, and you're like, oh shit, I owe a couple bucks.
That's
It ain't
exactly
bad.
why I don't buy ADA. That's exactly why I don't buy ADA right now to buy NFTs, because I bought in, dude, massive, thousands of dollars on ADA when it was average 260. So right now, whatever I'm doing, bro, I had that loss.
Yeah, technically, you're taking L's all over the place. Technically, right?
When you
so,
sell,
yeah,
you take the L.
Really?
Well, you ain't taking the L until you sell.
Well, yeah, but like,
you know what I
anytime
mean?
you cash out, if you sell below what you bought
Yeah,
in,
if you bought at $3, bought
gotta
like super
sell
high
it,
and hold it all the way
man.
down, then
You
any
gotta
NFT
sell
you
it.
get is a capital loss. You can write it off.
All right, so we just talked about some serious topics. Let's go to what else we got?
Wait, Bitfin still has his hand up.
Oh, okay.
We don't do hands, but yeah, Bitfin's.
No, I was just gonna say real quick too. I think the onus should be on projects to give a disclaimer, especially if they're onboarding people. I don't think people realize. I mean, obviously, the government's not going to come after you if you're not trading at least a few $100 for stuff. But if you're actively trying to onboard people that are not very familiar with crypto and stuff like that, which a lot aren't, but if you are, there should be a disclaimer saying like, hey, you should be making sure you report this with your taxes if you buy NFTs, stealing crypto, that kind of thing, so that they have those resources. And it's only going to look good on you if you're doing that and helping people out. But just think of how many people that got the Reddit NFTs that for the first time will be pulling them to a new wallet and potentially get fucked next year because they sell one for $1,000 and they don't realize that it's a taxable event. It's just going to be bigger and bigger as more people get onboarded, and I think we should make it more mainstream to give out those resources readily.
So yeah, you're saying need more education.
Yeah.
Fucking A, yeah, and check it out. And you just mentioned onboarding new people. And so we were just mentioned that I think Baba said okay.
I think it's a good thing, right? Because we have politicians who are like bringing it up. We've got different folk. Like, I think it's important. I mean, I saw someone today say like, you can go to the casino though and drop like 10 G's and no one gives a shit, right? They'll just say like, oh, hey, if you have a gambling problem after they take your money. So it's interesting.
But so speaking of onboarding, right? There's this new mint and this lady of sorts that did this instructional video or did something or other with the NAMI wallet, and now she's got a really expensive Cardano NFT about to hit the spot. Y'all know
the new Martin Lawrence. It's the new Martin Lawrence. Yeah.
We got Martin Lawrence with boobies. That's right. We have, what's her name? I'm scrolling through shit to find it.
Elsa
Chronic.
So obviously, I apologize. I meant to say titties. My respect for it. I didn't mean to say anything else.
Say tiggle bitties.
Tiggle bitties. Listen to you and your
Clay
with a little chronic.
Yeah.
So what is anybody's thoughts on that gal and what she's doing? I heard her mint's like 600 or something for what she's doing, and I don't know anything about her except for that she's got a significant amount of followers. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. You can buy followers and all that shit too. I bought all of mine. I bought all 200 of mine. But
hell yeah.
But this chick's got a bananas amount of followers, right? And I don't know if she's doing something with the boobies or doing what, but I think she might be known for doing something sexy. So anybody got some words or information about what Elsa Jean?
She's doing like an OnlyFans but NFT version, bro. It is what it is. It's a decentralized blockchain.
Bro.
People are calling it rug pull, yeah, whatever. But this is just another example of how you could use an NFT. Like it or not, I'm not saying I'm gonna go mint one, but like it or not, this is just an example of how we could use an NFT in the future. We're talking about OnlyFans right now, all right, whatever. People might like it, people might not. But then tomorrow we're talking about a whole different fucking scenario of use cases for NFTs. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on it.
No, absolutely. It gives, her opportunity to know exactly who her holders are. Obviously, certain events they can get into, certain Discord channels you can token gate. So it makes sense. I mean, it's obviously a cash grab, but that's, like most people, right? Like that's her job, like quite literally. So, no shade on that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll say this. Yeah, I know Hemi kept unmuting, so I don't want to take too long. But I'll like with her onboarding tutorial and everything. Let's be real. If she brings on 4 people that weren't on Cardano, she's already done more to onboard than 99% of the projects in the space, and that's pretty
100%.
sad. So let's just be realistic of what somebody of that audience can bring in, and if they're bringing in people either way, they're going to do it. People are going to buy what they want. People are going to buy what they don't want to gamble sometimes. But either way, I mean, she's going to bring attention to the chain. So if you view that negative, I don't know.
Well, I think one of the key use cases of NFTs is kind of like a membership access thing anyway, before the art. So, mortgages and other pieces in outside of, the NFT space. So in that regard, it's basically just like a membership to a club or whatever. So I think it's in the simplest form. It's really what NFTs will get a lot more adoption for in the future. Like you've seen that with like VeeFriends, Gary V, you get access to him, you get access to his events and that type of stuff. So, I mean, it's an extreme example of that, but I think if you look at it from the quote unquote utility of it, I mean, it makes sense.
I have never seen motherfuckers so upset to make money than when this bitch was fucking demoing how to make a Nami wallet. Are you dumb? The fuck? Like, she's onboarding people to Cardano. We need to grow Cardano. Shut
Hey, but who is she really onboarding, bro? Hey, nah, but who is she really onboarding? Like, she's got like 650,000. No, hold on.
You come for the fans only, but you stay for the community,
she's got
bro.
like
Come on, chill.
She's got like 650K followers, but her interactions are not even that high, bro. Most of the people
Don't
interacting are
gatekeep.
people from
Don't
Cardano.
gatekeep.
No. Hey, Baba. Sick ass.
Clay, how many you minted?
No, here's the thing.
Clay, how many you minted?
What is it going to hurt? It's not hurting anything. It's just more people using Cardano.
Big
facts.
No, I'm not saying. Listen, guys, let me talk, bro. First of all, I'm not against it. I'm just saying because Far came up and she said that why are people. My thing is this, right? I don't think she's bringing people anywhere. Like she's not bringing her own people. She's gonna pull this on our people, and that's it. That's the bottom line, and it's okay because you're gonna mint because it's your money. But I'm saying like, don't act like she's bringing a bunch of motherfuckers in because she's not. She's got 650K followers, but she ain't doing nothing, bro. Her interactions are not from people on Twitter. She might bring people from her fucking fan base, which I don't know what fan base she has.
If she really is going to build the project on here, then the fan base will continue to use.
Well, I think the biggest thing is you're getting Cardano on headline news and stuff. That's what really matters,
bro.
right?
But it's only going to be headlines because we're simping, and it's sad, bro. Because Charles is going to simp even harder, bro. We are like Charles. What's this fool named Patrick, bro? It's pretty embarrassing. All these fools look like fucking virgins, bro.
Did you guys see that picture of Charles with those girls? What a fucking player.
I'll say, yeah, I've seen that. Look, can I give you a...
Bro, she's like Finley 2.0. Wow.
Can I give you a dynamic? So even outside of Twitter, she's like one of the most known porn stars in the entire porn industry.
What?
Yeah. Outside of like her
Fun
Twitter
fact.
following, she's like one of the most known porn
never
stars.
Never mind, bro. I'm gonna take that to back.
Yeah.
Never mind, bro. I'm gonna take that to back.
And like I said, if she brings in even 4 to 5 people, that's already more onboarding than most projects in space. Let's look at it bottom line. You look at everybody in the space looking for volume flowing in. They're just sitting on their ass, hoping that the top 5, top 10 volume projects are bringing people in, and it'll trickle down to them. If you want people to come in, get off your ass, start putting in the fucking work, and start pulling people from outside the chain.
Yeah,
and that's what she's doing.
Titties out and show us how to make a Nami wallet.
Hell yeah.
Well, right. I think the idea is like you want
Our Dreamy Eyes over there would do it. We would really onboard some people.
Yeah. Like she's still going to do OnlyFans. She's still going to do porn. Like why don't? If people are going to pay for it, why don't you pay for it with Cardano? I don't know. Go to the movie,
well, that's the thing is you have to think that industry in itself pulls in like tons of money, right? And so
Yeah,
I mean, it just get more traction on the chain. So,
well, it's publicity too. You let's say this happens. Let's say virtually all of the buyers are already on Cardano. You have one of the most known porn stars in the industry, like virtually instantly sell out their 1,000 NFT project. You think they're not going to talk to their friends about it? You think they're not going to talk to their audience more about NFTs?
Yo, hold up. Listen, folks, somebody has to step down. The champ has to come up. So please do me a favor. If you're not going to speak real quick, the champ has something to say.
Oh, Rory. He's eager.
This Roy said Roy said he brought it over here, bro. He's the one that brought her into Cardano.
That's what I heard. I heard he was gonna bring her into wildcards. That's what I heard.
Yo, what up?
Rumor
What
has
up? What up? What the fuck are we talking about? We gotta wait. Listen, you know the game. You know the game. You know the game. We gotta wait to see what the floor price is. We gotta wait to see how people are with their bags, and then we start the cash grab campaigns and the rental campaigns and the onboarding issues. Relax, guys.
we got
Relax.
the Cosmic Adonis.
Disrespect me.
We gotta get his OnlyFans as well
disrespect
too.
me.
So we gotta let her
disrespect
open the door for that.
As long as she doesn't pull like a Lana Rhodes rug, like it'll be fine. Like literally, that's all she has to do is not do what Lana Rhodes did.
It's going to be super interesting, bro, because like with the transparency on the blockchain, people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, I see you're like this is your fetish now," and you're going to be able to look into people's shit. It's going to be hilarious, bro. People are going to be making wallets and trying to hide like who they're subscribing to on Cardano things.
You're going to see somebody's royalty wallet minting, bro, and they're going to dox their whole project.
Listen. I don't think it's as long as I don't think her roadmap is really that complex at all, brother. She's not gonna do anything that she's not doing
Carl,
already.
they're talking about roadmap.
Yo, somebody said Cosmic Adonis OnlyFans, and bro, blowing my mind.
There it is, OnlyFans Cosmic Adonis.
With the NFT membership, that would pop off.
Hell yeah.
For all the moms running over.
I'll do the promos for free, bro. I'm just saying.
Also, shout out Kenny B. What's up, bro? Shout out C Corp.
Yo, what's up, boss? How we doing?
Show that man the respect he deserves.
C Corp.
Hey, shout out to Clay Nation.
D Clay. Okay, so
what up,
check
Ken?
it out. So who's got to speak? Yo, Kenny, what up, man? What else you got to say? What's good? Thanks for tapping in over here.
How you doing tonight, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. I missed the Ore talk, but that's all right. I'll catch you next time. Man, I mean, like, I don't know the etiquette up here, but I heard there was some tracing one-of-ones going on today on the blockchain.
Oh, hold on, Kenny. Hold on.
That's
Oh,
all.
damn.
Yeah, we can get to that.
I seen that actually.
Yeah, let me finish with the Elsa Jean stuff, man. First off, the Instagram, she's got 2.5 million followers, right? And we know what drove Web 2, right? It was porn, right? But if you're old like me,
absolutely.
If you're old like me and Stevie, I'm 41, man. You remember VHS and Betamax? What changed it to VHS, right? It was the porn industry. And then you go into DVDs against Blu-ray. Again, what drove that to DVDs over Blu-ray?
Same thing with video to video.
Absolutely.
Video to video calling
was
potentially available in the 80s, but nobody wanted it because of privacy. What pushed it? Porno.
Yep. I mean, you remember...
You fools are a bunch of sinners, dog. You fools know too much about porn, dog.
Says the guy with
I don't know, bro.
I have always loved Latinos.
Hey, D-Clay, influencer, how many did you on board? Influencer, I'm just saying.
Bro, I am bored of you. Stop playing. Tell him, bro.
Yo, bro, we came in at the same time.
No, but
I think
like
it
Mia Khalifa roadmap is miles a D. That's all it was, right? There's the roadmap.
So what's good, Ken?
Yeah, so Nakano, artist comes out after they found out, I think it was the Ada Ninjas guy, Zushan, came out and said, like, this is traced. The artist comes out in the Discord in the worst grammar I've ever seen and proceeds to explain that he got really busy with the main collection and passed off the one-of-ones, which are obviously the most important part of like the displaying of
Blamed it on his
your art.
girlfriend.
blamed it on his girlfriend, who I think goes to another school, to be honest, but said that she traced it. It's like such a mess. I don't know if anyone's
fine.
in there, bro.
Did it say she traced the banner
I set
or
a
all the
price for my
one-on-ones?
rugs.
Let me go find the tweet, and you guys can see it's obviously traced. It's 100%.
Dude, that sounds
No,
awful.
yeah.
He blamed his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, he did in the Discord.
I've heard of blaming a team member, but that'd be like fucking Viva coming up here and throwing fart under the bus when there's some community issues.
I mean, doesn't anybody like quality check, you know?
Bro, of course this comes out after everyone already minted, bro. Like, why?
Yeah, we need some good vibes up in here. You're right. Really. Thanks for throwing that down. Some people, we need to chill a little bit. The clay is getting heated. We need to calm it down a little bit. From now on, you need to tell Declay to earmuff it whenever you want to talk about some of this stuff. Just saying. Earmuff it, Declay.
It's wild with that sound bar.
Yeah, so what was that Ori talk? Was there something? Did we find out? I didn't know about what was going on. Did we find out something about the airdrops?
Yo, Kenny, what were you saying about something or other? Were you saying 101? Who's it? What's it's going on?
Check the pin tweet, bro. Check the pin tweet.
I don't know.
Not
the
gonna
vibes changed. I thought the vibes changed. I heard some reggae. I thought we were done. But
okay, we're
done. I did pin.
No, I thought you were talking about or one of one.
No, he was talking about Nakano. Hecka, check the pin tweet.
Oh, you missed the or talk in here. Okay. When you said or talk, I thought you were talking about another space that I missed. And I was like, shit.
Dude, I just read that thread. I just read that thread, Kenny. And I saw Joshy talking about at the end of it, the guy put, "This is not a scam, ... That is a promise." That is an awful way to end a PSA.
Nothing to say here.
Yeah, can we get our founders and team members to take some PR courses, my guy? This is like, it's getting bad. You want a millie, and you're gonna post a broken English like press release.
I mean, I get having a different language and stuff like that. That's fine, but for fuck's sake, man, do some due diligence on your
It's not
team.
even like broken English is the wrong word. It's like literally like lowercase i's and stuff like that, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just
well, yeah, no. I think it goes back to like doing due diligence and know how to run stuff. A lot of people just don't know how to run shit. That's all.
Well, like as an artist, wouldn't you like look at the artwork and stuff like that, and like especially if it's a one-of-one?
Yeah, if the founder's an artist, why would you not be critical of your own stuff and be like, yo, can I?
Because like, how many one-of-ones are there?
Bing, 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 bing.
Oh wait,
did Cobra go on strike? What happened?
Bing bong.
You guys put Cobra on strike again?
All right, so who here is on the LCG whitelist?
Yo, they're unrevealed project too.
Be honest, it's probably gonna be Declay because he's talking negative about it.
I'm on it.
Nakano's a unrevealed project too.
Okay,
giving
so
me
check
some
it.
Clay
Check
Cat
it.
vibes, maybe.
Check it. Taxi.
Check it. 928.
Oh, we're switching it up. You separate. What do we got?
I don't know if y'all know this, but Declay hasn't reset the rum in like an hour and a motherfucking half. He's been sleeping. Everybody says he's that
influencers.
Bro, say less. Say less. Let's reset it right now, bro. Matter of fact, you're right, Stevie. We're back. Everybody, is this shit on?
Hey,
this shit on?
In 1 minute, bro.
So check it out.
Yo, this shit on?
Declay, we're gonna do what we usually do at about 9:30 Eastern time on a Friday night with the wild card bitches. You know what we do? We start shutting that shit down, and then we open that shit right back up, and we do the uncut, unrecorded, uncircumcised, unholy shit. It becomes a little bit stupid. So Roy's gonna be in rare form. I don't know if you realize this, but he's been at the gym drinking protein shakes with fucking whiskey in it tonight.
I heard that.
So he's just getting pumped. He's been holding back. He didn't want to come
He's
on
rebuilding, bro.
Because
what's he up to?
He's rebuilding, rebranding, renaming his everything right now. He's about to come back and let the world know what's going on with Roy at the second part of Wild Cards, bitches. That's right. Cobra, don't look surprised. Don't look surprised, brother, because Roy has been on fire. You heard him earlier. So, the champ is here.
He be cute, though. He be cute. Watch out.
Oh, he's mad cute, especially with that crease in his hat. But listen, it's Friday night. You're listening to Wild Cards, bitches. It's not financial advice. It's do your own research. It's D. Clay does some weird shit.
Yo, D. Clay whitelisted, yo. Payroll.
Hey, shout out to Wallet Wednesday.
Shout out to what?
Wallet Wednesday,
Taxing
every Wednesday,
crypto,
10 a.m.
every
PST.
Tuesday
Hey,
at 10
stop.
p.m.
No,
Eastern
hey,
Standard
Hemi,
Time.
stop. Hemi.
Shut up, baby.
Shut up, baby dick.
Shut up, baby dick.
Baby dick.
Shut up, baby dick.
D. Clay is so aggressive
Shut
tonight.
up,
I'm just
baby
saying.
Don't D. Clay.
Dick.
You
need some more
Remember,
vibing,
D.
bro.
Clay went
Yo,
from throwing eggs to throwing rocks. So
you gotta love it when D.
He
Clay's
did it real
extra
fast.
spicy.
He's
But,
like
listen,
2 IPAs. Yeah, he's good.
We're gonna take it out of here for the recorded part. We're gonna come back in about like a minute. And you know what happens when we do the outro? Shit gets crazy. You know what happens. It's stupid for a good 3 or 4 minutes of just insanity. Fart, don't be shy. You can battle yourself. You can battle my mom. You can battle anybody on the soundboard tonight while we're taking it out of here. So
battle D. Clay.
Hell yeah.
don't do
something
that.
else.
Clay. So
Again?
that being said, we're taking out of here. We're gonna see you in a minute. Wild cards, bitches.
Hey, we out, guys. It's Friday. We're
Hey,
out.
shout out to little Ruthie.
Yo, shout out to Lil Ruthie. Hey, guys. Yo, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's Wild Cards every Friday, 8 a.m. Site is 8 p.m.
I have
Wallet
always
Wednesday.
loved Latinos.
On a Tuesday.
That's right, I said hammy.
Hey, what time's Wallet Wednesday, D. Clay?
Thank you for listening to Wild Cards. Please rate and review and share the podcast. The more the merrier. And until next time, have a kick-ass day. Thanks for listening.